Hello. This is my podcast style reflection on the film Fresa and how it helped me understand Cuban society through a more emotional and personal lens. So, for this, instead of just analyzing it historically, I took an approach of exploring the characters, mainly Diego, who represents ideas of popular culture which we have studied, and the power of his identity performance throughout the movie. Uh, Not only did this film teach me about Cuba, but it also showed me about conformity in a socialist society. So, the character that I want to talk about the most is Diego, who uses his passion for art, literature, and self-expression to challenge Cuba's social norms. I believe Diego himself represents the power of culture as resistance, which we can directly connect to Stuart Hall's concept of popular culture. This would be that there is a struggle between dominant and subordinate groups, and in the film, Diego's apartment, which is filled with classical music and paintings, becomes a physical space of rebellion, which fights the idea of the surrounding of being just decor, and it turns into a area of anger and discourse. And through his art, I believe Diego resists the state's control over what people should think and feel. At the same time, I believe that Diego is marginalized, and Cuba's collective image of, an ideal socialist man is not what he represents. We can connect this to Gramsci's theory of cultural homogeny and the idea that those in power will maintain and control not just through force but also through shaping people's beliefs into what is supposed to be normal. And Diego's existence threatens that norm of the Cuban society, and he's punished not for breaking laws but more for different thought processes. Diego also refuses to stay silent, and this connects to a theory of gender performance. His identity is not something that he wants to hide from, but more something that he performs daily because it's the truth that he believes, and he lives not for the idea of what's a norm, but for himself. And he has speeches and mannerisms, his love for beauty, which I believe are all just acts of resistance. And then, meanwhile, the concept of power and discourse helps explain how the state tries to control him, as in Cuba's socialist system, power operates through what can be said and what is believed to be true. And both Diego's art and I believe his sexuality disrupts the power because they don't conform to the norm but more to his own truth. So I believe through Diego, Fresa y Chocolate shows that art and culture are not purely luxuries but can also be presented as a weapon of freedom. And this can connect to ideas of imagined communities where nations are built on shared symbols and stories. This example being Diego refuses to accept the imagined Cuba that excludes and marginalizes him, and instead he imagines a more open, creative community on where difference can exist within